So today, the concept I wanted to discuss with you guys is the capacity to do evil. Now, this basically comes from Jordan B. Peterson when he's like, you need to have the capacity to do evil. By that I mean, now once again, this comes from real world. Nobody will tell you to be evil, but I'm not talking about being evil. I'm just talking about the capacity to do evil. By that I mean, like for example, like the example would be like why is US investing so much money in defenses, in building up its defense system? Why is India investing so much money instead of ramping up its defenses? And for all the countries for that matter, and most of the countries, most of the powerful countries, they have like nuclear wars and sort of they're building up their defenses. The reason for this is because so that when push comes to shove, like it's not more it's not more about fighting, but it's more about deterring the opposition. It's like more like nobody's going to mess with America because everybody knows the kind of power they possess in terms of capabilities and everything. The same thing, so like that's how you also should sort of this applies to you as well when it's like this might be once again this could be an evil sort of thing that you can do, which is that just work on yourself, like when you're in a company, just make sure that uh, you have sufficient skill set so that so that you're not heavily dependent on the company, and they'll respect you for it, so that you because they would know that if we fire this guy, like if we don't not fire, if we don't promote this guy, he might take up the job somewhere else, or for that matter, even if he's fired, he will take up the job. He has the capacity to take up the job somewhere else, and he might, if he joins competitor, it might be a net loss for us. So in situations like this, like there's the capacity to do evil, like the capacity to do evil is essentially just being prepared, just positioning, that's the whole point, like just positioning yourself, so that you're ready, you're ready to always sort of you're ready, you're well prepared. Like I mean, this could be stupid example, but like for example, in a relationship, the practical advice would be to look good or be prepared. Like by that I mean, like not be unfaithful, but like yeah, marriage, marriage is permanent, but like when you're in a relationship, girlfriend boyfriend, and you kind of feel like your girlfriend is ignoring you, start working out. It's an evil advice, but once you work out, you'll have a good body, and sort of, and you look good, and sort of, and spend some money on your styling and looks and everything. This is for Gen Z, probably I would say, not for people above after Gen Z. So then she will realize that you're working on yourself. You have the capacity to be evil, and she'll respect you. The same thing goes for girls as well. Like if you if your boyfriend is ignoring you, you can just start looking good. Like you can just start investing, like in good dresses, and probably working out, and probably sort of you know investing some time in styling your hair. And like I know this sounds evil, but this is a practical advice and it works. If you don't, yeah, I mean, it's more or less like there's this principle in psychology called the scarcity. This also scarcity and sort of capacity to do evil. They somehow sort of combine. So you should be ready, be prepared. The capacity, like always be prepared, always keep on hustling.